Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all good. Today I'm going to be creating this dark, smoky, intense kind of going out makeup look. I did this eye look on my Instagram the other day and really liked it, so I thought I would turn it into like a full face makeup look and do it for my video. So if you'd like to see me create this look, then please just continue watching. I'm just going to start with my eyes. I'm going to take my MAC 242 brush and my PLouise base. So yeah, your base is going to help to keep your eyeshadow on. It's going to make it a lot easier to blend the shadows in together, and it's just going to make the colours more vibrant as well. So I'm just going to take my Zoeva concealer buffer, the 142, and I'm just going to buff that out so there's no harsh lines. So for this look I'm literally just using the one palette, so it's the Born to Run palette from Urban Decay. So I'm just going to be using actually like 3 or 4 of the colours in this, so the look is totally matte and it's just it's actually quite easy just for like a night out if you want something quite dramatic for a night out. The first colour I went in with was Riff from this palette, and I'm just going to take my Luxe Define Crease brush from Zoeva, looks like this, and I'm going to take the colour Riff and I'm just going to put that in the crease, and I'm going to keep this look quite rounded. Most of my looks I've done quite smoked out, but for this one I kept it nice and round, so this is just another kind of style of eye makeup that you could do. So I'm just going to take Riff and I'm going to buff that into the crease. And you can see I'm just using small circular motions to keep it nice and rounded. So I'm just going to build up that colour. Then I'm going to go in with my Zoeva Luxe Crease brush. This is just a nice fluffy brush, and I'm going to take the shade Weekender and I'm just going to use little bits of that and really small motions just to kind of buff that colour out. So next, this is optional, you could just keep it like that nice warm brown tone, but I wanted to add a little bit of orange into my look. So what I did, I took a little bit of the colour Baja, not sure how to pronounce it, but this one here, the brown, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that with my Naked Honey brush, Urban Decay. So you can see that just brings out the kind of orange tones. I'm not going to add any more to my crease brush, and I'm just going to go in with the same one and use tiny little motions here, really lightly, and just keep buffing that until it's in like a nice circular shape. And then I'm going to go in with this brush and Weekender and just help to blend that out. So you can see that's creating like a nice rounded shape on the eye. I'm just going to go in with a bit of Riff again and deepen up the crease. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade Punk, so the kind of dark brown shade from the palette. I'm going to use my MAC 217 for that. So you can see this is the brush I used the other day to do this look, and that brown is really dark, almost black basically. So on the brush, and I'm just going to kind of pack this shadow on to my lid. So I'm just packing little bits on at a time. I'm not going to bring it up too high. I'm going to blend it into that shadow, but for now I'm just packing it on to create that depth and darkness. I'm just going to take this Spectrum BO4 brush. It's just like an angled fluffy brush, and I'm just going to take a little bit of that colour Punk, and I'm going to start to slightly blend it up really small motions, small circular motions again, just to kind of blend it into Riff, but I'm not bringing it up as far as Riff. So you can see when I look straight ahead, I want this dark colour just to be like in on the lid. You don't want to overblend though, you don't want your colours to start just getting mucky, so you have to be really careful with the blend. You just need to use small circular motions and little bits of product at a time. These colours are dark, but don't be scared like to use them, to go in with them. You just have to be really careful with them. So I'm going to go back in with the Riff on my Zoeva brush, and I'm just going to really lightly go over and kind of blend all that in. Orangey shade, and I'm just going to add a little bit of orange back into here. So this is a lot of repeating, but it's just like the same colours and the same steps you're just going to repeat to create that intensity. I'm going to go in with the shade Jet, which is the black shade in the palette. Look at the state of this palette already. This is what I mean, like palettes get dirty so quickly. So stressful. And I'm going to take my Spectrum AO6 brush. So this is like a dense, it's kind of like a fluffy brush but quite dense, and it's quite big. But I'm just going to take tiny bits at a time of the shade Jet, and I'm just going to pack that closer to the lash line over that really dark brown. I'm actually going to take my Naked 2 palette and use Blackout from this, because although again this isn't another Urban Decay shadow, sometimes I find Blackout sounds silly but is a lot more black than Jet. So you could just stick with Jet, but I'm actually going to go in with Blackout and just kind of try and intensify that a bit more. Yeah, I feel like Blackout, it's just the best black eyeshadow like I've ever used. I actually can't explain, like that straight away has just smoothed out, because it was starting to look a wee bit patchy. Sometimes I think Jet can do that, but yeah, Blackout is just such a smooth and like easy to use black shadow. So yeah, I lied, I'm using 2 palettes. I'm gonna go back in with Punk, the colour from the Born to Run palette, and I'm just gonna bring out that brown again. But that is basically it. I didn't add any shimmer or anything. Once you've got like the rest of your makeup on, like I do warn you, this is gonna look totally crazy where I've just got my eye makeup done, you will see. But again, you have to trust the process, you really do. It'll all come together. This is exactly why I do eyes first, because if I had my base on right now, it would be a total mess from all that black shadow. So yeah, with this look it's very important to do your eyes first, because you are going to get fallout with black shadow. Like what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the PHOTOREADY MAC eye pencil, and I'm just going to put a bit of this in my waterline, and I'm going to tight line my top lash line as well. Next, I'm going to go in with my Peaches brush, PC12, this one here, so it's just flat. This is really good for black underneath the eyes, so I'm going to take the shade Blackout from the Naked 2 palette, and I'm just going to bring that underneath. And I'm just keeping this really close to the lash line. and then you can kind of connect the black on the top to the black on the bottom. That's also going to help just to make it look nice and seamless. So I'm going to take a wipe and just wipe underneath this eye, and then I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to do this eye as well. So guys, I have done that other eye, and I've also just cleaned up underneath and put a layer of my favourite mascara, the Maybelline Lash Sensational, on my top lashes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the PLouise base, and now that I've cleaned up underneath the black, I'm just going to take a little bit of this and use it as a base to kind of blend out the bottom the shadow underneath the eyes. So I'm So now that the base is on, I can go in with my shadows underneath. So I'm going to take the other side of the Urban Decay Honey palette, and I'm going to go in with a bit of Rift, and I'm just going to pat little bits of this on. I'm not going to drag the shadow about or anything. I'm literally just going to pat it on to create a bit of depth underneath the eyes. And this just going in with a MAC 239, and I'm going to take a little bit of Rift and a little bit of Weekender just on that brush, and I'm just going to use that to kind of smoke out underneath. So like I said, this look is all about going like in and blending and in and blending, and just like taking a step back and seeing what needs blended out and stuff. But yeah, once you get the hang of like the blending process, these kind of more intense looks become so much easier. I'm going to put my lashes on at the end, so I'm just going to zoom you out and do my base. So yeah, I look very crazy. I actually look like I'm doing like a Halloween look or something. But yeah, this is all going to come together. And please excuse the sheet behind me. Can you tell that I don't have an iron? Like, I literally don't own an iron, so that is why that looks like that. It's really bad, but what can you do? So on my Instagram post, I actually only did my eyes. I didn't actually do my skin, so not sure what I'm going to do my skin like today. The eyes are totally matte, so I think I might make the skin like kind of full coverage, but like a nice glow to it as well. I'm going to use a mixture of these. So it's the Revlon PHOTOREADY Skin Lights Face Illuminator and the NYX Born to Glow Illuminator as well. I don't know if they have shades on them. This one's really old. Bronze Light, this one's called, and this one is Gleam. Oh, it's probably a bit too much, but that is the Revlon one. Oh, well done, Indy. That's the Revlon one, and that's the NYX one. So I'm just going to use a little bit of those two. Well, a little bit. That's quite a lot. You definitely don't need that much. But I'm just going to mix a bit of them and pop them on. And I'm just going to use my fingers for this. Wow, I look so dark on the camera. I swear I don't look that dark and like, no, I actually do. I do actually look quite dark. So yeah, I probably should have used a little bit less of that Revlon one, because now my skin is really like, I mean, I like it. It's nice and bronzed and glowy, but I do have tan on, but yeah, I'm definitely not that colour. So I'm just gonna try and match myself up with foundation. So I'm actually gonna go in with the Revolution Stick Foundation and a mixture of that with my True Match foundation in Creamy Beige. So I really like that colour. That's like a perfect tan colour. I look like I match my neck a wee bit more now, I think. that's just kind of brightened it up with that foundation. I really like that Revolution foundation. It's so cheap. I like the coverage, I like the kind of finish of it. And I've mixed a wee bit of my True Match, which is like my favourite affordable foundation, so I've mixed a bit of that in with it, and yeah, I really like the finish of it. So I wear tan all the time, like I'm so pale. Without tan, I honestly wish I was one of these girls that could just like work the pale look, but it sounds so shallow, but I don't feel comfortable at all unless I've got tan on. Like I don't feel confident in the slightest if I don't have tan on. It's so weird. I've worn tan since I was like 13, 14, and I apply it like, well, I don't really now I apply it maybe like once a week, but for most of my life I've applied tan for like 3 to 4 times a week, maybe not 4 times, about 3 times a week at least. I've always used St. Moritz tan, and well, this is actually Bondi Sands I've got on because I ran out of St. Moritz, but St. Moritz, I love it, but recently I just feel like I put it on and then it all just comes off in the shower. I don't know what I'm doing wrong because I always do like the same thing with it. So yeah, I used the Bondi Sands last night, but look at my neck. Like my neck is so... I get like these weird patches of like dry skin, and it's not even like dry, but tan just sticks to it. It's so annoying, and I just feel like tan just like washes off my chest. Like I feel like that looks quite pale, and look how patchy it is. Yeah, I really need to, if anybody knows a good tan for dry skin, then please let me know, because honestly I'm like, it's obviously not a big deal with what is going on right now. I know that fake tan is the least of everyone's worries, but yeah, it's just really annoying me. And if anybody knows a good fake tan for dry skin, then please let me know, because I would be very grateful. I've been using my Fit Me concealer, my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in shade 10, and I really like the colour of this for tan. It's like a nice beigey nude colour, kind of perfect for tan, so I'm using that, and I'm also using my True Match concealer in Rose Vanilla. I'm going to use the Fit Me one, and I'm going to keep that kind of under the, like towards the outside of the eye, and I'm going to use the vanilla one to kind of brighten the inner corner, because that's like... on my chin and my forehead. Definitely not going to get rid of all the spots, but at least I can try and cover them up a wee bit. My skin has literally been so temperamental during isolation. Like again, first world problems indie, but all I do is moan. And I'm not going to use my Laura Mercier powder today. Shocker. I think I've used that in like every single video I've put up. So I'm going to use my Revolution banana powder. It's a really nice like yellowy kind of setting powder, and because this looks kind of like warm colours, I thought it would work well, and honestly for the price of this powder it's really good. Like it makes your skin look so nice and smooth. But yeah, this powder is like a £5 compared to the Laura Mercier one, which I think is about, I don't actually know, like 30 I'm guessing, between 20 and 30. This is, you get this in all different colours as well, the Revolution one. Bronzer. Oh, no. I'm gonna cream contour first. Milani Amber Foundation Stick I'm going to use quickly to cream contour first. So, cream contour done. I'm going to go in with the same brush and I'm going to take HOOLA, and I'm just going to use HOOLA to add a bit of dimension into my cheeks more if possible, so I look nice and skinny. You'll see I just used it kind of like on the outer perimeters of my face, so I don't bring the HOOLA like right forward because it's just a bit too dark and a bit too ashy, so it just helps to add a bit of like a shadow into your cheekbones. Now I'm going to go in with my medium tan, and that's what I'm going to use to kind of like bronze the rest of my face. Gonna go in with my favourite new blush, Life's a Peach. Peach Addict is the shade, and this is honestly, I don't think I'll go a day without wearing this anymore because it's my absolute favourite. Today this is the Revolution Precious Stone Rose Quartz Highlighter Palette. Looks like this. I love Makeup Revolution, their stuff is so good and so cheap, but I usually use a mixture of these two. I've just highlighted that spot. Why? Why? So I'm gonna go in with my MAC pencil brush and I'm gonna put that on. I use a mixture of those two as well and put it on my brow bone and my inner corner. For all my looks, I've been using the same pair of lashes that I mean from the start of isolation. And finally they've kind of given up on me, like one of them has kind of broken in half. Oh, sad. So I'm just going to open a new set, but they are the same style. No, I have a different style. These are the M106 ELDORA lashes. This is like my other favourite style. I absolutely love this style. I use it on so many of my clients. So I'm going to use them on me. So I just thought I would zoom you in for this part. I'm just waiting for my lashes to go a bit tacky, but honestly look how fluffy these are. Like, I forgot how much I love this style. And then I'm going to, I zoomed you in because I'm going to do my brows after these anyway. So that is my lashes stuck. You do not have to wear lashes this big if you don't want to. I mean, you don't have to wear lashes at all. You could literally just wear this look with mascara, but I really think this just adds to like the intense smokiness of the look, and lashes just definitely finish off your makeup. I thought I would try something a wee bit different for my brows today. So I've got this simple soap bar. This could go wrong, so we might just do a normal brow like my usual one. Oh, also before I move on, something else I want to say. I washed my hair this morning, and I know it's a big step. Well done to me for washing my hair in isolation. But so I've literally just blow dried my hair. Like, I've not done anything else to it. I've not straightened it or anything. I literally just blow dried it and brushed it, and it's honestly so smooth. I've obviously got blonde and stuff in it now, so I felt like when I was getting out the shower and blow drying it that it was like going, basically just puffing out, and it would go like really, really frizzy and just look quite like unhealthy. But this morning I used this hair mask on it. Creatins. I called it Creations earlier, but no, it's not Creations, it's Creatins, so you can see it there. Pro Keratin Professional Hair Care. So I just put this in, instead of using a conditioner, I just put this in my hair and left it on for like 2 minutes and then washed it off. And honestly, I'm like, it has made such a difference to my hair. Like, I actually feel like, obviously I've not just come out the hairdresser, I wish I had just come out the hairdresser, but do you know that feel you get on your hair that when it's like really, really smooth when you come out the hairdresser? This was 99p. I got it in Home Bargains like not recently, ages ago. Like before isolation, before lockdown, before any of that. I'm so impressed, and I just wanted to let everybody know. I think Home Bargains is open, but obviously we're not meant to be going out and like if you're stopped by the police, you don't want to be like, oh, I'm going to get a hair mask, do you? So yeah, I'll see if I can find it online. So yeah, if you want to do like a little pick me up and do like a little hair mask or something during isolation, then I would definitely recommend this one. So yes, I was just totally changing the subject and wanted to show you that because I was so impressed with it this morning. So now I'm going to do my brows. So yeah, I've got these simple bars of sensitive soap. Oh my god, I can't speak. Soap. So I wanted to try the soap brow thing because it's been around for ages, I know that, but I've not actually properly tried it. And I'm gonna take one of my like disposable spoolies. I don't know if you're meant to wet the spoolie, I don't really know what you're meant to do. I'm just gonna try it, see if it actually works. Yeah, I don't think that wasn't the right thing to do. You must have to wet it because that's literally just like crumbling off, like that is not gonna work. So. And I'm just gonna like brush it through my brows. Brush them up. Oh. And this is meant to just like that kind of soap brow, like oh my god, I really like this already. Not a lot of people like this look. I know like there's mixed opinions on this brow look, but I really like it. That's really, oh, I like that. So basically the soap will obviously dry and your brows will just like stay kind of in that position. I'm gonna take a wee bit of my NYX brow pencil, I think. I'm just gonna take a wee bit of the pencil. I'm gonna zoom you in a wee bit more. And I'm just gonna do like brush strokes. So I'm just going to finish off by doing my lips. The lip liner is in the shade Taupe. I just realised the time and I woke up today at 20 to 12. 20 to 12 this afternoon. Like nearly midday. My sleeping pattern is literally all over the place. So tomorrow I'm gonna set my alarm for like 9 o'clock I think, and hopefully get myself back into routine because half the day I spent sleeping. I woke up and I was like, what has happened? Honestly, I'm appalled at myself. I feel like everybody's kind of the same just now, but oh, I was disgusted with myself. That's the latest I've woken up in isolation and it will not happen again. I'm going to use MAC's Creme de Nude lipstick, so it looks like this. And I'm also, over the top of that, going to use, this looks ancient, probably is. It's my Nude Ambition. This is just a Primark gloss, but it's a really nice colour. So guys, that's the finished look. An intense, dark, smoky going out makeup. I hope this video shows you that when it comes to like dark eyeshadows and stuff, you really do have to trust the process. Like I feel like at the start of this video I looked like I was doing a Halloween makeup or something. I looked absolutely mental, but yeah, it's all kind of come together. Once you've got your base on and your lashes and stuff, you can see it's more of a going out makeup. If you did like this video, then please make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. That would mean so much to me. And apart from that, I will see you in my next video. Bye!